Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, I'm Terry Brock, your host today here on the Talking Tech Tips with Terry, Tuesday at 2. It's 2 o'clock here in the Eastern Time Zone, and I'm so glad you could join me today because I've got a special program for you. We're going to be talking about something that is really amazing. Many people we know are using YouTube. You're probably using YouTube right now, and if you are a dentisting human out there, as Paul Goodman talks about, you're probably doing something with it, and so that's what you want to do. You want to get out there and start using that more. Paul himself and the team here at Dental Nachos, we use YouTube and FaceTime and other platforms a lot, but there's a special feature that's built into YouTube that we're going to talk about today. It's the YouTube Shorts, short videos that are going to be less than 60 seconds, some of them 15 seconds or so, and we're going to show you some things about that you can use right away. We're seeing some dramatic results, really, really good things that are happening when people start using these and using them and doing them the right way. So that's what we're going to do today, and we want to hear from you. Right now, we're going out through Restream, which is a tool that gives us the ability to be in many different places all at the same time, which is pretty cool. And I really enjoy that. So we're going to be using that. So if you're seeing this and you got a comment or you want to just say hello or you got a question, hey, would love to hear from you. Whether you're joining us on Facebook here on the Facebook group for Dental Nachos or maybe some of the other locations that are there. And by the way, if you are not a dentist, we encourage you to tell your dentist about the opportunities that are here with Dental Nachos. They can come over and apply for that, and love to have you get on board because there's some really good things that are happening. So we're going to talk about these YouTube Shorts, and what are they? Well, one of the best ways to do it, I find, is to go ahead and put together a video. So I did. I put together a video that shows you how to do it using my iPhone, and you can use your iPhone, you can use your Android phone, iOS works, and it works the other way with others, and you can do a lot more with it too. So what I would recommend is that you take a look at these, see what's going to happen with it, and start playing around with it. You'll see there's a lot of features that are available and a lot of nice areas that are there. I'm going to go through this video that will be really good for you to take some notes on so you can understand. Here's how you get started. Once you get into it, it's pretty easy, really. They've done a good job with it and putting it together. And by the way, as I mentioned, we're using Restream right now to send this message out. And if you go over to Restream, you're going to get a $10 credit when you go into their program. I recommend start with the free program and then go on up to the paid program, which are really nice. And here's my affiliate link. You use that, they'll throw a few coins my way, and you'll get $10 in credit. We both win. And the main thing is you get a chance to use a technology that is really, really good for getting your word out. Another tool that I'm using right now that I recommend looking into is one that's called Ecamm. Ecamm is a tool that lets you get out there and start working with it. Matter of fact, here, let me pull that up on the screen there. So Ecamm gives you that ability to do a lot of the things that I'm doing right now, putting the little picture in picture and all that. It's a great little tool for that, and I encourage that you take a look at it, see what's available for it. And if you're using a Mac, you do need a Mac for Ecamm. You can use this in a really nice way to get a lot done, to control what you're doing and be able to do even more with the capabilities. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at this new feature that's out there. Actually, it's been out for a little while too, called YouTube Shorts. And the YouTube Shorts, as we're going to be using it here on Dental Nachos, gives you the ability to create a video. Now, it needs to be less than 60 seconds. I recommend, and I've heard from others, that you want to make it even a little bit shorter, like 58 seconds or so, 58 seconds or less. Now, it'll come up with 15 automatically, and you can change that if you want. I'll show you how to do that in just a moment in the video that's coming up. But it'll give you that ability to do quite a few things with it. And these YouTube Shorts are really where it gets some excitement. It's going to give you the ability to create some videos, do them rapidly, and doing it mainly on your phone and doing it in portrait. They want them in the portrait mode. You can try doing it in the landscape mode, but it works out better usually on that portrait mode. So get your pen and paper ready to go, or your note-taking device of choice, and you're going to enjoy this. Stand by with a few screen shares now and then, or I should say screen grab, so you can get a screen shot of that to see what's going on with it, and leave some comments there. We'll be looking at your comments that you leave as we go through this, and we can address those later. Just leave them there below in whatever platform you're on. If you're on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, you're getting it there as well, and over on YouTube. We're broadcasting all at the same time, thanks to the good folks over there at Restream. So here's the video. I'll see you on the flip side of this and get a chance to get your comments and your questions from there. Hello there, you get two Terrys. As you see, I've got a couple of options going on here, and I'm going to stop the echo because I'm going to get rid of that. There we are. So I should be able to have this recorded. You'll see I'm recording here on my iPhone, but also I have me on my over here on Zoom, and I want to show you how you can use these features called YouTube Shorts. The YouTube Shorts are really handy. And I've got that running here on my computer right here, or I should say on my iPhone over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to first share my screen, and then I'll be able to do that very easily. So here we go. I'm going to click on this, share my screen, and turn the microphone on. There we go. Start the broadcast. And we're going to start it. Okay, I'm now sharing my screen, and this is on my iPhone here, you'll see, and also you'll see me over here on the Zoom screen as well. You get two Terrys for the price of one. How's that for a deal? Well, I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to start this here by letting you see there's my screen. This is what I've got on the screen right now, and I'm going to invoke YouTube, which is right here. And you'll see on YouTube, down in the lower portion of the screen, there in the middle, there's a plus sign with a circle around it. Well, that means we could start. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to tap on this plus sign. And when I do that, you'll see I have the option to upload a video, create a video, or go live. Well, I want to create a short, which is in beta. Notice that's the one in the middle. I'm going to tap on that. And when I do, it says, now, are you going to continue the last one, or you want to start a new one? Because I've been doing a little bit of work on this. I'm going to start a new one. So I'm tapping on Start New, and notice what we see on the screen now. On the screen, you'll see we have several options here. Down on the bottom of the screen, you'll see that big red record button. We can tap that to start recording. But before we do that, notice right above that, we have the number 15. And that means you would create a 15-second YouTube short. Well, I don't want to create a 15 seconds. Hey, I'm a speaker. We can't talk for only 15 seconds. There we go. So I'm going to tap on that, and notice what it does. It turns it into the maximum 60. So I've got 60 seconds here that I can use. I'm going to be able to put that in there, and I'm going to start a recording. So notice what happens here. I'm going to tap on the red dot right there, and it is now recording, and I'm recording right there. I've got it set so that I can see what's going on, and as I move, you'll see the red thermometer is slowly building. I've got a total of 60 seconds, and actually you want to leave it a little bit less than that, because sometimes you can run out, and if you go over 60 seconds, it stops it and is not treated as a short. But I'm using this right now. I'm going to have a very short for you right here. You can see real brief and real small, and I'm going to stop it right now. Okay, there we go. I've stopped the recording of the YouTube short, but what I can do now is I can go back over here, and you'll see on the top of the screen, I want to talk to you about over there on the right, some of the features that are available. We have the option of the first one there, that I press that, and you see what it does. It switches over to the back camera rather than the facing camera. It's using that, and you're seeing my computer there that I'm using for recording, and you're seeing what Orlando looks like right now off the balcony. There it is. I'm going to do that. I'm going to tap it again so you can see me. I'll go right back to me on that. No big deal there. Right below that, the second one down from the top on the right, you see I press that, and it shows me how I can play this. I can play this back at 0.5, 0.3, really slow, or I can take it at 2x, so I'm not like this, or 3x, where I'm really talking fast. Okay, that's kind of nice. Either way there. And then over here, I'll tap that again to get rid of it. And the third one down from the top, I press that. This is a timer you can use to know when you're going to start. You can have a 3-second countdown, a 10-second countdown, or a 20-second countdown. And so either one of those can work. You can use that. I'm going to go back here to the 3-second. I find the 3-second will work. Now, I've already done the recording, so of course we're not going to have that. And I'll just tap on the screen again, and it erases that. Down below that, you'll see the fourth one down from the top, third up from the bottom. You'll see some colors there, and it shows me different filters that I can use. So I can take these filters and put them in there like this, change the way I'm going to appear on the screen, and just experiment with those to find out which one is going to be right for you. You'll use those that are going to be best. I'm going to come back over here, make it a little bit less, and like with the C3 seems to work fine for me, and I'll tap on done. Then below that, the second one up from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one down from the top, I'll tap on that, and you'll see it gives me a green screen. so that I could use this green screen and put something else in there, or maybe cover up the background if I'm in a place where I don't really want that there. To turn it off, over on the far left side, I just tap that and it turns off the green screen effect. And then I'll press or tap on done, and that takes care of it. So I've got that green screen there. And then the final one down below gives you kind of a goofy, weird effect, kind of a ghost effect. So you can have some fun with that. We're running around, ooh, it's just me. It's part me, part not me, whatever. I don't know. You can have some fun with that. So those are some of the basics of what we have with a YouTube short. And you'll see, to finish the whole thing, I'm going to tap in the lower right corner. There's a little check. I'm going to press that check mark. And when we do that, it shows me I can add music, I can add text, I can add a timeline, etc. The text is kind of nice, that I can tap that and then put in there a nice howdy. And there it is. And I'm going to make howdy a little bit bigger than that because, hey, howdy deserves bigger chance. I'm going to use the meter over on the side, the little lever there, and I can make it a little bit bigger. There, as you see, as I push that up and down using my stylus like this, I'll put it right there and then tap on done, which is in the upper right corner. Tap on that and it shows me howdy. I'm going to put howdy. Oh, let's put it right up here at the top, something like that. And now we've got it. I could add some music if I wanted. I can put my timeline on here so I can see what's happening. Tap done and go back to some other filters that are available and press done. So I'm going to tap on next. And when I tap on next in the upper right corner, you see it's grabbing the video that I have created. And that video now can have a title. So I'm going to put a title in here. Caption your short. I'll call it. Oh, you can put in the title like that. It's there. And I believe this is public. Whatever, and then I can tap on done. And then I'm not going to do this right now, but you'll see in the lower portion of the screen, I can upload the short. And so I could do that, put it on the channel. I don't want to do that right now. So instead, I'm going to end that. So that's where we are. I'm going to end this right here. I'm ending that. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And there we go. All righty, so that is YouTube Shorts. That's a way you can go through and do it. I want to give you that little video. And apologize for the little lag that was in there. I think we were trying to bringing my little computer to its knees, screaming with mercy because we're pushing all of that there. But I think we were able to see that. It's got some good features there, and we've had some people stop by to say hello to us that are out there. Brian Cossack is out there. Brian, hope you're doing well. Nice to have you on board here. Brian, you see, is joining us on Facebook. We get a chance to see the Facebook logo there. Notice on his picture that lets us know that's where he's coming in from versus if he were over, say, on YouTube or if he was on LinkedIn or so, we can see that. So Brian, always nice to hear from you, and thanks for stopping by. And also, oh, yes, Bob is here as well. Bob Pick says, I think Terry and I have the same middle name, Video. Yeah, I think we do, Bob. I think we're really brothers from another mother. And video engages 1,200 times greater than text, peeps. Please listen to Terry. Well, thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. And yes, Bob, by the way, is doing a lot with video. For those of you who are dentist, you want to join him. He's a periodontist up in the Chicago area, and he really does a whole lot with the idea of living, doing ethics, and doing things right in dentistry and in life, and he's doing a great job with it. So I would recommend look into his Purple Cow Wow kind of programs. He does that borrowing from Seth Godin's book, Purple Cow, and the idea of you don't see a purple cow, you stand out in a very favorable way that way. So Bob, thanks for the information. And Bob, I'd be curious if you're doing anything with YouTube Shorts. You are a person who's right there on cutting edge, leading a lot, helping people in many different ways. If you're doing anything on that and you got a chance to bop in and say hello, we'd love to hear from you on that. But there's a lot that we can do. So the YouTube Shorts have potential. Obviously, they're fast. You can put those together, but it's sometimes harder to produce something that's less than 60 seconds than if you had 60 minutes. You've got to be very tight. You got to make sure it's really concise and put it together. And I think that really forces you to do some more planning and thinking. But I want you, if you're producing video, to start thinking about, could we use YouTube Shorts? First of all, YouTube is really pumping them up. They want people to see the shorts. They're going to try to do what they can to help you out on that. But you want to make sure it's good quality. I like the idea of keeping it simple, but you could also do a little bit of production value. As I'm using Ecamm here, there's a lot that you can do to bring in, well, you've seen the graphics and what we do here with the different pictures, and that gives it a little bit better production value. But there's also a lot to be said for doing a YouTube short, particularly where you're just looking into the camera. It's you, you're sitting there, you're looking at people, they're seeing you in different ways. Now you can also bring in other angles like I'm doing here and use that. What I'm doing right now is just pressing a key. And when I press one key using eCam, it lets me bounce over there. And that gives you the ability to have some different angles, put in different ways that people can see it. Or what I can do, maybe put in some fun too and go, and that's what you really need to know for sure. Yes, indeed. And then we come back here and press another key like that. So using the YouTube Shorts can help you to be a little more creative. I like the idea of it giving this green screen as well, so that way you can produce something real quickly on your phone when you're out some other place that maybe you don't want everyone to see the background or it's not appropriate. Other times the background would be good, and it would be good to have that there so people can see it. But they are doing a lot with it. Now, another thing that many people are looking at and considering is using their YouTube Shorts on a separate channel. That way you've got your channel over here that's your main work that you're doing with video, but you can have a separate channel. I'm going to experiment with that, and if you've got some comments or you see some ideas that might help in that area, I would love to hear from you. Matter of fact, if you're catching this on recording, we know most people are going to watch it that way, we would encourage you to please leave a note, your thoughts below as well, whatever platform you're getting this on, because we at Dental Nachos, we want to hear from you and we want to find out what we can do to help you. I particularly monitor it usually within 24 to 48 hours after it's gone out. Make sure, okay, let's see what we can do here and help people that are watching this. But those YouTube Shorts are something that I encourage you to look into. You might want to go back over the recording of this just so that you can go, okay, that's how we do it. Start it there with a little plus sign that's in the circle at the bottom of the screen when you are on the app that is available. Now, if you're using your desktop, you would be able to do that as well. You just upload it and treat it as a short. One of the things you'll want to do is use the hashtag shorts. SHORTS. Be sure and put that in there. So then that way it lets YouTube know, hey, we're doing a short here. Be sure and grab this, and that would be the hashtag to put in there. That'll keep attention. It'll get more people coming your way and using it. Well, I'm Terry Brock, and we get the chance to get together here every Tuesday, 2 o'clock Eastern Time, talking tech tips with Terry, Tuesday at 2. And if you have a concept or you've got a topic that you want covered, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you'd like to see covered on a future episode. We're talking about technology particularly, and technology, how you can use that within the dental realm. That is a real good thing. Here at Dental Nachos, we are all about serving you and helping you. Well, I'm Terry Brock. Thanks for joining me today, and I will look forward to seeing you in the future and hearing what you're doing with YouTube Shorts as well as other technology.